I mean, the idea that laws themselves justify this kind of cultural roundup and exclusion is absurd. And these are some of the most embarrassing parts of our history. African Americans in the South, in the era of lynching, were often rounded up in southern towns and sent away, ostensibly for breaking arbitrary laws. This is not a path we want to go down. It's not a path that's going to do us proud.
And nobody's saying that these episodes in our history aren't ugly.
So what's the difference? Draw a distinction.
The difference is we did those to our own citizens, and I don't think
Indians weren't citizens.
I don't think you can be paralyzed by your history. We did a lot of things we shouldn't have done in the past. That doesn't mean we don't enforce laws today. That we don't say
we did bad things in the past. Shouldn't prevent us from doing bad things in the future.
We're all so sorry that what we did in the past. We're not going to enforce our immigration laws.
I think you have to have. No one's arguing that.
You and I cannot go south of that border.
But that's a straw man. No one's arguing.
A household and live there without papers.
But no one's arguing you should be able to do that.
They would put us back in a heartbeat.
No one is arguing. No one is arguing for not enforcing border policy. The question is, what do you do? Hold on. The question is, what do you do with 11 million people who are here, who are operating as citizens in this country? Do you round them up and send them away, or do you find a way to incorporate them into the nation? That's right. That's absolutely what he's advocating.
That's not what most reasonable people who want us to enforce immigration laws are advocating.
He's got more supporters than anybody else in the presidential race. So what does that mean?
Not just on that issue. I think there's a frustration with the fact that we don't have a will to enforce our laws. If we want to create a path to citizenship,
that's what we should be talking about.
That is fine with me.
That's what we should be talking about.
We don't have that path now.
So why aren't we talking about that? Why is it an extreme? I guess
Americans look and see what happened in San Francisco, where a illegal immigrant was caught over and over and over, released over and over and over, and committed murder, and saying, well, why was he here? And that's a good question to ask, and that's what Trump is tapping into.